thing I watched was a movie that I suggested we all see, but was overruled, and that's okay. It is called Bring Her Back. You guys should look up the box office details. My theater was very filled and very into this movie. I don't know if it made a lot of money or not, but it
$7
is.
million.
I mean, it's not bad.
Fifth
It's
place.
it's by the Philippou Brothers from Australia, and they're the ones who made Talk to Her, Talk to Me, Talk to Her, Talk to the Hand. I don't know, one of those talk movies. And when I want to say Todd and I reviewed that movie a couple summers ago, and our review of it I've always thought was kind of similar to how Siskel and Ebert reviewed Reservoir Dogs. Like, we sensed that these were good filmmakers, but this just wasn't really a good movie. So I was kind of looking forward to this movie because it has good ratings, and I thought, well, after Reservoir Dogs comes your Pulp Fiction, and this is a movie with a bigger budget, and it is a better movie. It stars Academy Award nominee Sally Hawkins as Laura, and she is basically a guardian who adopts a pair of siblings named Andy and Piper. And Piper is the younger sister. She's somewhat physically, or she's blind, so she can't really. She's somewhat disabled. She's about maybe 13 years old. Her older brother is named Andy, and he's played in the movie by Billy Barrett. And something's not right about Laura, this guardian. She's very quirky and weird. I mean, she is played by Sally Hawkins, so maybe that's the first clue. But you know, she has this sort of inappropriate sense of humor a little bit. She's a little bit invasive. She steals the son's phone and kind of is just sort of prudish. She also has another child of her own at the house, somewhat ominous, weird-looking kid named Oliver. And we find out some ominous facts about him too. I really dug the first half of this movie. It felt a little bit almost like a some, you know, like I can't think of the studio now, of course, but you know those Vincent Price movies from the '60s. It's felt kind of British in a way, and it's Australian, so it makes up for it. You know, there's a lot of like psychological tension really between the older brother in this movie, Andy, and Laura, the Sally Hawkins character, because he knows pretty much off the bat that she's not really a trustworthy character. But like a lot of sociopaths, she basically entrusts herself with these younger, more gullible characters, and everyone believes her because of her wit and her charm. But she's a sociopath beneath it all. And so her sort of devious alter motives are the fact that she had a daughter before being an adoptive parent who died tragically in a swimming pool. And there's some element of demonic possession and resurrection that is eventually revealed in the movie. I like the psychological tension of this movie a lot. I like when characters know that something is amiss, but no one will listen to them. It's very Hitchcockian. I think the younger actors in this movie do a really good job of being convincing protagonists. And I can't think of a lot of movies I've given thumbs down with Sally Hawkins. I think she's tremendous in almost everything she does. She's a really versatile actress, and I think this is kind of a perfect role for her. Maybe like it's sort of like a demented Nanny McPhee was the way I interpret it. Unfortunately, the second half of the movie indulges too much in some grotesque stuff, and so if you've seen Talk to Me, you know that the Philippous do like the gore and the blood and guts, and I think they overindulge in it too much in the second half. But it's also very clear that they're talented filmmakers. I mean, I don't think they necessarily do a lot of jump scares just for the sake of jump scares. Their compositions are really thorough. There's a lot of rain in the second half of the movie, which reminds me of how Kurosawa would do composition rain better than anyone else. And I want to say they studied maybe Seven Samurai when they were putting together some of those sequences because they look really good. The last shot of this movie is really cool. And I did write in my notes that if I were 6 or 7 and I saw this movie, it would really fuck me up. I mean, it goes to some really gnarly places. Now, I've seen a lot of shit in my life, so it doesn't really impact me today. But if I were a younger, more naive viewer, it would really hit me deep. So I like this movie. I'm at 3 stars. It's not a perfect movie. It's not the Pulp Fiction I was hoping for from the Philippou Brothers. But for a pair of guys that got started, not at film school, but through uploading videos on Vimeo, I think they're really talented. And I hope I'm going to make a bold prediction. In the next 10 years, they're going to make the first thriller to win Best Picture since The Silence of the Lambs. I can see it with them. A24 has stuck out their neck for these guys, and I think they're really talented. They're still waiting for the right project, but this is a cool movie that people should definitely check out. You guys have not seen it.
Nope.
Todd, I don't think would love this movie, but I think it's worth checking out, and the Philippous are cool.